finished fixing all of the problems all at once. No one even saw us.
No one even saw us after all of that. Well, yes. So, what an absolute chaotic start to the stream. And I love it. I'm all here for it. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the first fight night of 2025. Wow.
This, by the way, this is what you get when you try and get me to do the intro. It all just goes horribly wrong.
I love how you think that I would have done any better. I know absolutely nothing about the tech side of things. I was just like, we were fiddling, trying to get things sorted, and just the second something went wrong, I was just like a little kid. I was like, Paul, help me.
Hey, I mean, they got it sorted. Well, he can edit it in post. It's fine. We'll look great. But in the meantime, Paul going buck wild with Gigawall into Faris, into
Yuzuki.
Yeah.
So no backups, just all forwards piling on the pressure. And Jack doing Jack things, running Cat 8.
So is this the like 47 forwards version or something?
Well, I can see your sail.
Well,
okay, well, we're going to start milling.
And they ain't going to help us.
Well, what have we got next? I mean, we've got a Ultimisha in hand. So, okay, so we're going into a Kyros, which is going to give us and then into a Quistis, and it's just going to dull and freeze, and then Paul's got the S effect as his last card in hand to protect it.
Well, I will say the Quistis is one of Jack's favourite cards out of the Cat 8 stuff he managed to get.
What a wild opening. We've just, out of nowhere, we've all of a sudden got 3 forwards apiece, and yeah.
Well, who's got the most EXPs? So that's the question.
Yeah, or who's got the better LB deck?
I'm probably leaning towards the Gigawall on that one.
So just get the Yuzuki up a second. So we're going to get a 1k ping across the board here. The Yuzuki only protects against your opponent's stuff, am I right? 5/4 is dealt damage by your opponent's abilities, yeah. So we'll still get the 1k ping. So we're basically going to get, we've got 1k plus 2 3k pings because the Faris and the Warrior of Light.
Well, we're going to take it and hits.
Wait, did we? Am I dreaming? Why is have we not done Faris pings?
Wouldn't kill anything yet, though.
No, but should it kill the Kyros, right? It's 1k plus 2 3ks. Yeah. Maybe I'm missing something here. Chat, we have 3 viewers. If you're in chat, let me know. Am I missing something? I'll have to ask Paul.
Well, in the meantime, though, McAvoy going into, what was that?
So that is an Iron Giant.
Yeah, that's...
So Iron Giant's going to come in and kill. So...
I feel like we could definitely have killed...
I'm trying to remember which one of the disciplinary committee that one was. Fujin, yeah. Fujin. Here comes Cloud. Probably... Do we take out the Yuzuki?
I think you have to, right? Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. I'm still trying to work out why the...
Oof, we are going with the Faris.
I'm pretty sure everything is printed cost, so it would have been 7k. So you could have killed the Fujin and then killed the Kyros with the Iron Giant?
Yeah.
Because the Kyros buff is only till the end of your turn.
Is the Faris a May?
It is a May, but why wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, it just means that Paul messed up.
Well, yeah.
We do anticipate these games going very short, so they will be playing multiple if time permits it. But only this first one is the important one.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jack looks like he's drawn a Zeromus and an Irvine.
Nothing useful.
See, I would have been tempted, or I would have been inclined to have last turn Cloud on the Yuzuki, because it gives you the option to this turn, you can then Victoria the Faris.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with you on that one. The Yuzuki now is just going to make everything just outside of range. But both are going to be relying on their top decks and their LB decks, and I think Paul's going to have the better of that.
Yeah. If you are tuning in, let us know in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Also, let us know if you can actually hear us, because nothing is for certain.
I would think that they can.
Yeah.
I'd like to hope that we're coming across.
And hopefully the quality of the sound is exquisite.
Yes. We can, if you would be willing to pay extra, get the full ASMR action from Jacko himself.
Yep. That is on my OnlyFans.
He also does feet stuff.
Yeah. But only over mic.
Yeah. So you can't see, you just got to imagine.
You just hear my feet clapping together like little monkey hands.
Sure, your feet clapping together. That's what it is, folks. His feet.
So Paul having a long hard think. He's got 4 cards in hand to play with here. We've got most of our limit break left still to play, having only used the Iron Giant so far. It looks like I can see a Zeromus. No haste on that so far, but that's fine. We're just going to go in on the cloud. We're going to search a copy of Warrior of Light.
Oof.
This is the cloud that when it enters, you can choose a character that doesn't have a multiplayer ability and search for a card of the same name. So yeah, just locking and loading some SF8 fodder for extra protection.
Pretty nasty, because, again, this game is completely in Paul's control, and he's just going to stop anything that Jack can do.
I'm trying to think what Jack needs here. What he needs is an Adea. That's how he's going to get himself back into this game.
But doesn't the Gigawall S protect that?
But it only protects it one at a time, right? Like you Adea on the turn, you protect it. It's like, okay, fine, I'll just do it on my next turn.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to protect it again? You're going to protect it again?
But you know what's going to happen. He will draw the SFX fodder, and
yeah.
it will be fine.
Speaking of SFX, I'm pretty sure we just drew another copy of Irvine with 1 in hand. So I think we're looking at Ysayle, Irvine, and Zeromus in Jack's hand about now.
If that is the case, Jack's probably kicking himself just because he knows that Paul has that Gigawall there.
Yeah, I feel like you have to Irvine now just to try and stop any... oh no, it's Zeromus. I actually quite like Zeromus here. You can freeze the Warrior of Light, try and buy you a turn. Paul's not going to be S-affecting that. I'll be very surprised if he is. And just buys you a little bit of time while you search for your copy of Idea, which is really what's going to get you back into this game.
We heard it there, Paul having a little bit of a think because he's not quite sure on that, and he is going to protect against it. So no door freeze here, but we do have the haste.
Hit the Tyvus.
Not a bad hit.
Not bad at all. It's not the end of the world. So Cyan, Zeromus, and Tyvus, I think. Yeah. Having a bit of a think here. So we have got Jack on 5 points of damage. So might as well come to the Gilgamesh. At what point do you just chomp with this Kyros? He's not doing too much. Yeah, and regretting not doing that now because you've now lost that Adea, which was going to be at the top of your deck.
Yeah. May as well chump block it now, but it feels a bit too
might
late.
as well party because you've got everything gets dulled when there's Zeromus. So
doesn't look like Jack is happy with M-Pulls there. Seemed quite deflated by that one.
And I still think we've limited ourselves by going for the Pharos before the Yuzuki on the cloud.
And also, we had to discard the Irvin earlier for the Zeromus as well, so we don't have the S effect anymore.
To work out what we've got, 2 of the same cards.
We are going to get the freeze on the 7 wall this time, though.
It's a Pharos.
Is the Zeromus enough to keep us going here?
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see Paul do a Tyvus into a Axstar on his turn. Play the Zeromus off the Axstar. So lightning and fire for Gilgamesh. Okay, get rid of some. So probably get rid of the 4-color wall and the 7 wall, which is exactly what we do.
I mean, it does protect against the Gilgamesh FFB, right?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Definitely a good play there by Jack.
Double Ifrits, okay. Does Paul just go for the jugular and just play Ifrit and then S-effect?
And he even does the show off. He's pulled 2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, surely the Tyvus is the death now, right? Because he does have 1 in hand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Tyvus Axar Zeramus feels pretty good. The only thing is the Zeramus doesn't have haste. Yeah.
Oh, decisions. It's not as if he has to worry too much, though. He is way ahead in damage.
Because you'll Dolphreeze the Gilgamesh, the Cloud, and then you'll leave the Quistis and the Zeramus. Okay, so we are just going to go
with the
for
Ifrit.
it. He's going to S effect, kill the other one, and then you attack. And attack with the Zeramus, and that's game. That is game.
Well, that was one.
I'm assuming they're going to run it back. I might just run over and just quickly just double check on. It's bugging me that Faris play at the start of the game.
Sure, you find out. Pretty sure though we are going to be having another one with them, because we figured this one would be going pretty quickly. So they are probably setting up for round 2. But the first one is all that matters. It is a best of 1 in this situation. So do let us know though if you're tuning in, and also let us know, because the big thing that we're all looking forward to now, we're on the road to the Winter Cup weekend of the 7th, 8th and 9th of February. Sorry, got sidetracked there looking at the cards. Where we will be having, obviously day 1 is on the Saturday, day 2 on the Sunday, but we do sometimes meet up on the Friday. Feel free to drop a message in our Discord if you all are up for that. But yeah, join us. There'll be many drinks, merriments, happiness, and it'll be the first big tournament of 2025. So come on down, check that out.
Is that Winter Cup I hear you talking about?
I was, yeah, very haphazardly and sort of sporadically because I kept getting distracted.
Is that because we may be on the road to the Winter Cup?
We are, in fact, on the road to the Winter Cup.
Wow, how diddly do.
Yeah, no stops, no breaks.
No, this is a one-way ticket. Do
No
not pass go.
seatbelts, yeah.
Do not collect $200.
Just, we are on there, straight and narrow, all the way there now.
There's only one person who gets to pass go, and that is big old Sam Frost, who has his ticket paid for, courtesy of us.
And if y'all don't remember, that is because he went and did the big win at Cactamania.
What a moment.
What a weekend that was. Braving
Unreal.
the storms
Yeah.
and the travel disruptions.
It was, absolute whirlwind weekend for all sorts of reasons, the storm included, but the games themselves and, the players that came down, it was just insane. And if you're living under a rock, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to YouTube, watch it all back. Man, is it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Mic issues aside, because we always have mic issues, but some of them games were absolute nail-biters.
Probably one of the greatest finals. I mean, one of the greatest stream games I think we ever had and ever will have. And for it to have occurred in the grand final was just, you couldn't write it.
Yeah. And do you know what was the best part was our reactions and the stream's reactions, us all interacting.
Oh.
I loved every minute of that.
Yeah,
So-
the hype was so real. Worlds, eat your heart out.
Oh, is that a Sid Randell I see?
Nice. So, Sid Randell and Pass. So, let's see if Paul's got an answer to this. I imagine he just Clive Ifrit. And
Well, it doesn't matter, though. They can't do anything.
What do you mean?
Well, the entry, yeah. I mean, you'd have to...
No. It will still kill.
Yeah, well, once you attack.
No. It's because it's not an entry. It's a warping. It's not an entry effect.
What?
Yeah. It's when it warps, not when it enters.
What madness. What silliness.
Yeah.
And also we have our first bot in the chat there. Stealing the first comments from you all.
I'm pretty sure Clive is a one-of in this deck as well. So you must be feeling so rough if you're Jack. Like, it's just like, I am...
Funnily enough, Paul is not particularly happy with them in the deck either. So I think he wants to change it and get them out of there. But that is the first damage and first blood of round 2.
It was like the only answer he could have had, and he's hit it. So I wonder if Jack's thinking about selfie. Gets to search for a cat 8 character. We know he loves the Quistis. Do we go for the Quistis? We have to make some sort of play here because the Ifrit is just going to come in. Although I do know I did spy a dual color. Oh, dual color Sephiroth in hand. I wonder if we back attack Sephiroth in response to the Ifrit attack.
I mean, potentially it's going to deal with it.
Otherwise, this selfie just dies.
Yeah. Doesn't feel great right now. But Paul's still got Gigawall. He could go pretty hard here, but he's going to wait until main 2 by the looks of things.
And here comes the Sephiroth.
Here comes the money.
And then, he's going to use Sarah FFL to activate it.
Rude. It is going to cost the Gigawall a little bit more to entry now, so...
Not that Sephiroth.
He is not that Sephiroth, you're right. God, you can tell I've been out of the game for a while, right?
So now we're just going to chomp with the Sephiroth. So yeah, maybe a little bit of oversight from Jack. I think it probably would have been better to do the Sephiroth on your own turn because the Sarah FFL was dulled. Actually, no. I don't know if it was dull. So actually, I think that is irrelevant. So, yeah. Paul, once again, right back in a commanding position. Jack now having to have a think about what he wants to do here. Have we got enough? We've got no way of giving haste to the Cypher because the Fujins and the Raijin are both in bin. But we're going to play the Cypher. Let's hope for some mills. Please mill Cypher. I was going to say please mill Raijin Fujin.
Oh, he's... Go with the Fujin, though. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, do we have enough now? Because doesn't Selfie give haste?
I think so. And it is going to do the break.
Okay, nice. So some sort of semblance. Okay, hit the Zeromus. Nice. Okay. So some sort of stability for Jack here. So a really nice way of sort of responding and getting back in. So we're going to go for the wall. Interesting that we've discarded a 4 CP wall to do this, knowing that that Cypher has an on-attack trigger.
Is it going to matter, though? It could potentially not even get the opportunity to attack
we're
again.
going to Muti and imagine grab Amaterasu, but we're not going to have enough cards to cast it.
I don't think it matters. The FFBE Gilgamesh is going to do the job, right?
I guess we are at 5, aren't we? Do we have lightning?
Does
I don't think we've...
No, it doesn't.
Oh, we got ice, though. We have ice.
Yeah.
So we got a 4 CP wall and we got ice, so yeah. We do have enough. We only need to get to 5. It's 7. We need to do the multiple attacks. So the Gilgamesh will be able to attack in and dull freeze this Cypher.
Yeah, this thing, an absolute menace if you can't get it under control. And hit Seamus, damage 2.
So I feel like an LB Cloud here has to... But
I think Jack might agree with you.
But that's ice and fire.
No, he's going Victoria. He's going to try and damage.
But isn't Gilgamesh an 8k? Oh no.
No, I think. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
3 elements gives you the +1.
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
I think he's got to let him take it back.
He does need to pay differently though if he is gonna.
Yeah.
And he kindly puts the dice on.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta discard the Fujin.
This is just a friendly before people jump in the comments and go, "That's not allowed. No takebacks." This is just a friendly. They are running it back.
The first one was over much quicker, and Paul McAvoy took the official win.
Oh, and looks like he does have the Gilgamesh, the Wall 7 protection anyway. And that puts him at 6 now, so it's still short of the lightning. And it's not in hand. Although we do now have Amaterasu online, should we need to use it on Jack's next turn in response to either this Cypher or... Oh, we are just going to go for the Iron Giant, which is going to deal a dull forward 7k.
Iron Giant putting in a lot of work in this deck so far.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's
of course you like it. It's got the ice symbol on it.
It's a bit easier to pull off than Victoria at times, and I think definitely in decks that are running Tyvus things. It's a runner.
It's probably not a card
Well,
that
7.
Jack was hoping for, so.
He's not. He's missing lightning, so the warrior of light attack is going to come through.
And
It's a
Quistis.
Quistis.
Oof.
Thing is, you're not going to be able to get there with Quistis.
No, I mean, it would have been, what, like 2 dolls and freezes there, so.
We need to LB Cloud to kill this Gilgamesh, especially seeing another copy in Break Zone.
Well, at least we forced out the 7-wall last time, and he cannot play that Amma because he's tapped out.
Yep.
So the Cloud will come in, and it is going to get rid of the Gilgamesh, the thorn in most people's sides when playing against the Giga Wall.
So, ooh, a Lena, interesting, and a Clive. We could afford to do this.
I don't think we...
So the Lena, so we have got 3, so we've got 4 different elements, so we get to pick, so you draw a card and get to, your opponent picks one for their control, put it in the break zone, I believe.
Yeah, I do love this Lena. It's a very good card.
And then we've got enough to play the Clive, so Warrior of Light comes in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swing with Cloud, surely just block with the, swing with Cloud, just block with the Cloud.
Yeah, you
Sure.
got to do that, right?
Lena can't attack, Iron Giant is too small.
Also, I think that's still... Oh, no, that came in last turn, right? That's what
We
happened.
got Zeromus, but I don't think we've got the CP to pay for it. Which is unfortunate.
Don't think we're going to manage another Cloud out of LB.
Looks like we've
either.
got lightning, double lightning. Is it Irvine and something? Is it Fujin? Is it Irvine Fujin we haven't had?
I mean, could you risk playing the Fujin, potentially
think-
top deck Origin?
I think we're thinking about discarding the Zeromus to play Surges.
Yeah, I think this seems to be the weakness of the Cat 8 deck, is if you can kind of keep up with it, eventually it's just
Okay,
trying to play with 2 cards in hand, and it's
So
usually
Lena
not enough.
goes.
Lena goes by
Can
then.
afford to take 1 more point of damage, so this Warrior of Light probably comes in. And if you Jack, you probably take it. Oh, we drew Gilgamesh. Did we draw the ICP?
My guess is no, because
Ultimate draw would have been Gilgamesh Zeromus.
yes, but I also think that Paul
It's
wouldn't
Lopper,
hesitate in order to play that card if that
Yeah,
was
it's
the case.
Lopper, it says.
So,
It's-
there's that last point of damage, and it's a Cypher. Oof.
that would have been nice.
Yeah, that
I
could,
was going to say, I think you probably did Leo here. Yeah.
that,
Leo pass.
that could have potentially been the way back in for Jack. But
Yeah, because now you also haven't got enough cards to Adea. So your options are limited, especially with a now empty LB deck. So what have we got?
all I can
Irvine is one of them. And it looks like we're lining the Irvine up.
see, is it worth it though?
I mean, you could clear things because you're worried about another Gilgamesh, and we do know Paul has a Gilgamesh in here.
Yes, we do have commentary site. That's definitely
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, that is 2020.
Well, I mean, is it?
Okay, so here comes the other one.
So you take out as many colors as possible.
And that's exactly what we do. So there's still a 4-color wall in there. Surely you take
4 color walls, right?
4-color wall?
Well, we're gonna
Oh, we're going to attack again because we...
got the haste and the brave.
Yeah.
So get rid of that one. Any random one of it element in there. Probably the ICP.
Yeah. Or maybe just get rid of a... I don't know if it... Yeah, just get rid of one of the Gilgamesh now.
And is he gonna take the damage? Yep.
That's
Faust,
fast.
that's a good hit.
Does put us at damage 3, so Azuma would be online. And is that an Ishtola? But no lightning CP. Ishtola would
So is he still not...
GG.
Yeah, he's still not got ICP either, so he can't even play the Gilgamesh still.
Do you just...
Is he thinking potentially board wipe here with the Cyan?
It looks like it.
It's not going to be enough though, is it?
You'll get 4 crystals. So you'll be able to do some little pings or buffs. So you can either give him 3k or you can deal 3k. So you'll be able to kill 1 at best.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that play,
Not
to be
attacking with
honest.
the Warrior Light. Okay, didn't fancy it.
Very surprised by that. Is it because the Victoria would have been 10k? That's why he didn't attack.
Maybe. Ah, yes, it will, because he's empty-handed now. Good spot fish. So, yeah, more Irvine things.
Goodbye, Gilgamesh FFBE. You're not long for this game, sir.
Is that all of them gone now?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Do you take a block? Trumpet with Leo, potentially? No.
Heads a mog. Definitely a lot more close.
Yeah, I think,
Yuck.
though, it's still potentially in McAvoy's hands here.
Uke and miscellaneous card. I mean, surely we just Victoria and kill the selfie that's pain in our backside.
And then
Because
you,
the 2k buff is only during our turn. I believe.
so you kill the selfie, and then you use the 4 pings to finish off one of the others. Probably the Victoria, and then just attack through.
And then just have at him. That selfie is definitely only during your turn. Right.
Well, let's find out, shall we? The joys of
Only we had access to a card browser, which we could show everyone in the chat.
this one.
Oh, until
During your turn and only once per turn.
So blocking with the Victoria. Looks like we've just attacked with Warrior of Light. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
then-
shoot. 3 of those is fine.
So we do 3 on the Irvine, 1 on the selfie.
Should the Irvine not be dead?
Oh, I think he's just done 3 and 3. And then Cyan, yeah.
I mean, I'll do it.
And that'll do it. So yeah, that wraps us up. I've seen a lot of people pop into the toilet, so I imagine we've got things.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we got time for another one anyway, but we'll do
Probably
a quick
got
be right back. I doubt we'll also have an interview or not. We'll probably go straight
We'll
into
go find
round
out.
2. So
Stay
possibly
tuned.
back with you shortly.
Bye.
Alrighty, we do have time for a quick interview. Winner of round 1, Mr. Paul McAvoy. So, talk us through the deck then.
Well, this is the one I had at Cactumania. Made it to top 8. It was... well, I don't want to say like it's Alex Hancock's one because he was in Worlds using it at that time.
Sure.
But I found a list that I liked and made some changes and bits and pieces that would just so happen to be like the 50 cards he had. But it's all right. I don't like it as much as my usual one. But, you know, it is what it is. It's still good fun. It's so funny that like he like with poor Jack in that one, he used to like, oh, so what are you playing? I was like, you're playing Mono Lightning. I was like, yeah. You're playing Mono Lightning. He was like, oh, I don't know if I can beat this. I'm gonna beat this. Turn 1. Like the first 2 cards are like Warrior of Light and 4-color Warrior of Light. Upkeep.
Yeah, that's pretty mean, but I know he seemed to do all right. I think the biggest sort of turn in that game, first of all, was probably the Quistis and having the S effect ready, right? So possibly different if that goes off, perhaps.
Maybe, but
Hard to tell, right?
hard. Yeah, hard to say, but yeah. So you know, just getting ready for Winter Cup now, isn't it?
Well, any changes that you're thinking for the Winter Cup? I know you say you're not particularly happy yet, so
I will try many different variants. I'm not massively happy with that build as it is. I think that Clive and Ifrit have been worse to me than I'd have liked them to have been. But, you know.
I mean, it's guaranteed removal, but it kind of goes against the theme of the deck.
I
right?
have flipped 4 cards off of Warrior of Light, which were 4s and 7s. I'm just like, nah, that's... No.
Woof. So, any other decks though that you're thinking at the moment, or is it just focusing on Giga War?
Oh God, I'm testing with a lot at the moment. I like Warp Aggro. It's pretty cool.
Did see that earlier. That was pretty fun, to be fair.
I like Fire Ice Soldiers. I like Mono Lightning, but these are all like sort of like not like don't want to call them like kitchen table or like pub decks, but because I think that they're all above that level, but I don't think that they're tournament level. It's not something. Well, maybe Mono Lightning just scrapes by, but I would be more inclined to take Mono Lightning to events if water wasn't a deck at the moment. But like, it's got a really hard time against water. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty open format. I think there's a lot of creativity in the room today. So hopefully we'll see that in the next few games. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's just, first time back, innit? I'm just a bit rusty, so I don't know apparently what Yuzuki does anymore.
I mean, we're all rusty. I messed up the dream right away, so it's fine. It's all right.
Well, that's us 2 for 2 on this now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, with that, I guess we'll take a short break, and we will be back with you with round 2. In the meantime, best of luck with round 2 onwards. So
Yep, let's do it.
Catch you all in a bit.